Hey guys, happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. Rough day yesterday for me, for a lot of people, for the vets. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. I posted Jon Stewart's video on my community page. And that's exactly how I was feeling. This is just crazy bullshit politics being played at the expense of people who are suffering. Just crazy. And it's funny, I lost like 9 subscribers from it. I thought, are there Republicans on my channel? Which I don't care. But normally the people who would watch my channel are people who want to be better people, who want to take care of others who are injured and need help. So that was a little surprising to me. As I said in that post, I'm not for war. I grew up, I was the last person to be drafted, the last group of people to be drafted to Vietnam. I didn't serve because my number was too high. We didn't have a choice. We could pull a Cassius Clay, I think his name was Muhammad Ali by that time, and go to jail. We could go to Canada, or we could go. I had a lot of friends who went. Some came back, some didn't come back. And the ones that did come back really didn't come back. And they need a lot of help. And for us to have such a huge military budget and not take care of the military personnel, it's crazy. If you're going to send people off to war, you need to take care of them. I don't think you should send them off to war in the first place. That would solve the whole problem. Just would. Well, we got to protect ourselves. Maybe. I think there's a better way. I don't have the answer to it, but anyway. So the Republicans got butthurt because Joe Manchin decided to pass the chip, go along with chips and climate change. Yay. And I get the Republican point of view that you're spending a ton of money and we need to be more accountable for the money we spend. I get that. But climate and our vets, if we need to waste some money, that's a good place to waste it. Let's try something to fix the issue. Now, maybe your salaries are some of the wasteful spending, some of the pensions, some of your health care. Maybe we can trim some of those down and then give it to the vets. Anyway, a little rant. Let's take a look at, I really think that this bill is going to pass. Schumer's going to bring it up again. He's going to wait for the fallout from the senators who said no and are fist bumping. Yay, good job, guys. We smack them Democrats. Shouldn't be a Democrat Republican issue. Anyway, so it's going to come back. It's going to come back on the floor. It's going to pass. But it feels like that the Republicans are just shooting themselves in the foot more and more and more. I know one of the guys that was fist bumping was Ted Cruz, and I'll get a list and I'll put it up on my community page so I could lose more subscribers. I don't care. I love you all who are staying, and the ones who leave, yeah, I like you too. All right. Here we go. I forgot what I was going to say because I had a squirrel moment in my head. I mean, if you would open my head up and look, you just see all these squirrels running on these little treadmills. It's tough to live in my head. All right, here we go. Let's look at, try to focus in. So maddening. This is maddening. And it's really important to stay level-headed with this as much as we can. Keep a list of all the crazy stuff that the Republicans are doing. They're saying, oh, I know where I was going, Ted Cruz, Texas, freedom. Let us be free to do what we want to do, except they take away the freedoms of women's health care. It's just bonkers where we are. Let's look at McConnell in the Senate. What did he think? What was he thinking? What was he thinking? What's he feeling now? Is he like happy? Yeah, we're winning. Is he losing? What's going on? Okay. Star card. He thinks he's a star. He thinks he's helping. He thinks he's all that. Take a look at him. What kind of crazy hairdo is that? He's got worms coming out of his head. Nothing against worms. Check out, okay, I'm visual with this. So check out his fingers. If y'all can see that. Is that the Texas Longhorn sign? Or is that he's just throwing up bullshit? Kind of think bullshit. All right, it's being covered by the King of Swords. All right, so the King of Swords in the Senate would be Chuck Schumer. He's the one that lays down the law. Uh-oh. So the stars, his head's all feeling all, ooh, because Chuck Schumer's in charge. He should be in charge. But his brains are going, ah. At the base of the reading, we have the Page of Swords. This is something new that's going to be coming up. Maybe he's leaving McConnell. But this is a new, there's some new truth coming out here. When I looked at this, I was going, oh, it's a new project. I was thinking Page of Pentacles. These cards are so goofy. But this is new truth coming, Adam. This is new truth. And in the past, as it relates, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. So this is like, this card is like, standing up, standing strong, defending yourself. Like, keep going, just keep working it. But he's been hurt. He's been damaged. When I look at this card, when I first looked at it, it felt like the Nine of Swords. I'm getting swords and wands mixed up here in this deck today. Like he's really worried, but he's really beat up. Look at his lip is pouting. This hurt him. Let me bring this down so y'all can see. So yeah, he's all pouting because of what Schumer did. But there's some truth that's coming out. And I think this is the vets going, hell no. Maybe it's the base, the Republicans actually starting to see clearer now, starting to get a little clearer vision, and still only with one eye. So they have one eye open, one eye closed, it looks like. At the top of the reading, we have the Seven of Cups. And this Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion, it's clearly two-faced, but he's trying to rewrite something. And instead of using colors, it's just black and white, so it's not going to be good enough. It's going to be the same thing on a different canvas. And this is him pulling the strings, the shadow man. So we're still not going to know what's going on. His star is going towards being a moon. So he is such a slippery, oh, God. So what's going to happen with that, I think, is that something new is going to come out of it, but he's still illusion delusional with that Seven of Cups. They're going to rewrite this. Let's just look at that real quick. I'm going to switch decks. Is this vets bill going to be reintroduced by Schumer within 4 weeks? Normally, I don't like to do those timing things. 4 weeks. Do 4 cards. Is this going to be reintroduced within 4 weeks? Because Schumer has a thing. Let me pull this up. Schumer has a thing. He gets to reintroduce this if he wants. But I think he's just going to let it sit. Schumer going to reintroduce this in 4 weeks. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. He's under the gun a little bit. He's got, what the heck? Well, the last card is moving on to calmer waters. So that's a yes. He is. But let's look at this because it's kind of goofy. So here's the Queen of Cups. She's got something in her cup. It's calming energy. It's good. And is this the Senate that is feeling so restricted, that is feeling all of these swords against their neck? It could be. You have the devil, addicted, chained to something, chained to the procedural. Because that was the whole issue with this bill, was that it passed Congress, went to Senate, the Senate passed it, it went to the parliamentarian, I think that's the way it goes. You guys will know better than I. The parliamentarian said, we got an issue with this one sentence. It went back to the House, they took out the sentence, it went to the Senate, they got butthurt and didn't pass it. But yes, it's going to move on to calmer waters. It's just disgusting to me. Let's look at McCarthy. More and more people are coming out on January 6th that are speaking, I think more and more Republicans, and I've read on this before, where I go, they're going to leave. They're going to leave kind of quickly. So I got to pull out my other deck, my Deviant Moon deck, because I'm reading on McCarthy. So McCarthy. Is he losing power as J6 gets bigger? And the DOJ now we're hearing grand juries. Now we're hearing indictments, not indictments. Are we hearing that? It's so hard to keep track, but we're seeing the DOJ move now. Okay. So yay, we're seeing something. And when I was reading on the DOJ, as much as I was frustrated with them, it was refreshing for them not to be in the news all the time, like Barr. Now it's frustrating that they're not in the news as much. But now, last week, we got a little bit of it. We got a little bit of that DOJ action coming out. So keep remembering one of the polls I did on Garland at that 8 of Wands. And I was using my Los Queribo deck, which has a meteor striking right in front of the gates. And I go, it's going to be fast. It's going to be big. Kind of like the China rocket that's crashing into Earth. You would think that the international community would be able to say, you can't shove things up into space without knowing where they're coming down. You can't send people to war without taking care of them when they come back. What am I reading on? McCarthy. What's up with all the floods we've been getting? St. Louis and Kentucky? Yes. All right, McCarthy. Let's do a 411. How are you hanging on to your constituents? Did you hear Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to defund the DOJ? No. Democrats want to defund the police. Now the Republicans want to one-up them and defund the DOJ. We live in a crazy world. I did pull out my hand towel. Where is it? Is it close by? No. Oh, yeah. I just found this as I'm trying to clean up. This is fun. See that? Mr. Rogers did not adequately prepare me for the people in my neighborhood, for the people in my government. One of these moments, I will throw some cards on. Okay. McCarthy. How are you hanging on to your Republican? This is that what they call it? Ooh. I just had to see where this. Pouty lip again. Let's look at this. I should have warned you. Sorry. Sorry. Page of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. Page of Pentacles. Again, this is normally a new project, new something, but what he's got a wrench. He's trying to fix things. Maybe he's going to try to come up with some newer thing. But he's got judgment on top of it. People are looking at him and going, oh, no, 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 no. You have the 9 of Cups. And this card is a wish card. But when I looked at it, I go, sometimes it's best to keep that genie in the bottle. You may not want to unleash it. I think he unleashed the genie. I'm thinking. In the past, this is what he thought he was. Riding on a bed bug. He thought he was all that. Knight of Wands. This is normally a passionate person that is coming up with some new ideas, looking to the future. But in this deck, he's riding at night and he's just more angry than anything. At the top of the reading, Ace of Cups, new beginning, new emotional start. Because in the potential near future, he's fallen out of the tower. So I asked how he was holding his constituents, his caucus, his Republican minions together. How does it look like he's doing to you with that Judgment card? What does it mean? What does it mean when somebody goes, ay, ay, ay? That's what they're doing there. Ay, ay, ay. I think when I first pulled this out, I was going, they're getting somebody new in there to fix it, not McCarthy. And that's what that card says too, because this is quick and fast change. Is something going to happen with him where he's got to go? They're going to go see ya, midterms, see ya. Watch for it. Let's just look at that. Let's ask that real quick. Is McCarthy going to be ended? Is he going to lose his minority post? What do you call it? The minority speaker of the House? Minority? Do they vote for him to be the loser? Sorry. Is McCarthy going to retain his position in the Republican House? 3 cards. Is McCarthy going to retain his position? So that flipped out. So these Republicans who are going to vote for him, they've got a blind decision. They may like some of the things that he's doing, but then again, there's other things that they're not that happy with. They go, it's a double-edged sword. I don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. But they do want a little more calm, because that is indicated by the water behind them. All right, 3 cards. All right, what does it mean when you go, I love tarot. Page of Pentacles. Knave of Pentacles. This is a new, ooh. Could it be a woman? New. 6 of Swords. Moving on. McCarthy. Moving on to calmer waters. So when I went to here to say that they want calm as indicated by the water flowing behind her. Moving on to calmer waters, yes. He's moving on. A woman, a woman, a woman. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Let's look at Secret Service again because I can. So James Murray, he was put in head of the Secret Service by Trump in 2019 because he didn't like the other guy, right? And here's where it gets a little goofy. The woman who testified on J6, I can't remember her name, Hutchinson or something. I can't keep all these names in my head anymore. It's just too much. But she said that Trump was furious in the Beast or in the limo leaving the rally, and he attacked a Secret Service guy. There was a Secret Service guy named Anthony Ornato, and he became an advisor to Trump, a political advisor. He was in the Secret Service. This is a no-no in Secret Service because Secret Service are sworn not to be political. Yes, swearing doesn't mean anything except, oh, damn, that means something. But, swearing an oath doesn't mean anything these days. It should, but it doesn't. Anyway, Secret Service are sworn not to be political. Anthony Ornato took a political post with Trump. And James Murray, the head of Secret Service at that time, allowed him to do that under pressure from Trump. So he's the head of the Secret Service. His text messages and all the Secret Services got deleted, as well as there was a couple other that I read on too that were deleted from Trump's circle, some big names. And they know you do not delete government texts. You know that. They have things in place to make sure that doesn't happen, yet they're all gone. So now the head of the Secret Service, Murray, is deciding to not retire. He was planning on retiring at the end of the month. Guess where he was going? He was going to Snap, which is a messaging app, to head up their security division or something. Like, what? He's going from the head of the Secret Service to run a messaging app? That's as crazy as Cal Nunez leaving his Republican duties to run Truth Social. Help me. My brain's about ready to explode. I'm doing this. Oh, all right. Let's do, I'm going to use these cards because they're shuffling better. Let's just do a 411 on James Murray. Can't find out much about him. He's been in the Secret Service for 30 years. So you know he's got some secrets. Let's just do a quick 6-card spread, see what's going on with him, and then we'll see if we can go any deeper to this. I don't know how long I've been yakking because I stopped and started this 3 times. I yak too much. All nonsense, BS, me venting. James Murray, head of Secret Service. Just quick 411. What's going on? Give us some insight. 411. What do we need to know, James Murray? about you not retiring now. Oh, well, this is clear. This will clear it up. The moon card. Now, if we can only get it being crossed by the high priestess, would that be fun? No, we got the Queen of Cups. Let me drop it down. Oh, looky, looky. What's in the cup? What's in the cup? The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Calm. That isn't a can of whoop ass, is it? Could be. Nine of Wands. Defiant in his is him being in the middle of this. He sees the Secret Service as these wands being all tied up. Some of them are on fire. He's passionate. He's staying there, but he's loosening up the bonds that tie up his hands. They're loose. He may be giving some information out that's going to be in that cup. Nine of Cups. There's a wish card. Eight of Pentacles. Hardworking, diligent, not giving up. It's interesting because it's like he's defiant. He's steadfast. I'm going to keep going no matter what. I'm going to keep going no matter what. And the final outcome, the High Priestess. Secrets. Well, let's keep going. Are those secrets? I can't make it up. This is kind of funny. Okay. Just the interpretation of the cards anyway. So we have the Knight of Wands, internal influences, the Knight of Wands, riding on strength, riding towards a new passion, new information coming out, external influences, worry. Look, there's a lot of blood on those swords. There's a lot of hidden secrets that are going to be coming out. It's not looking good. The hopes and fears. Those who've been on watching me for a while know that this a lot of times is my card for Donald Trump, being addicted, chained to things. Who was the Secret Service chained to? Who was this guy, James Murray, who was appointed by Mr. Pumpkinhead? Is he still tied to Mr. Pumpkinhead? Hopes and fears. The final outcome. Well, I should have guessed that. Illusion, delusion, Seven of Cups. It's unclear. The message is still unclear. He's got to pick the right cup. The right cup needs, I'm going to keep going because it's not him picking this cup. It's what cup is going to present itself through these investigations. Two of Swords, the blind choice. It's hard. What do we do? Which way do we go? There's secrets that the Secret Service have that should not be revealed because it'll cause a lot of pain. And you don't have a service called Secret Service to let all the secrets out. That's like military intelligence. That's like what the Senate did today with our vets. But we do have a Queen of Wands coming out. There's going to be somebody, and maybe it's that young woman, Hutchinson, is that her name? That comes out. I'm not seeing that we're going to get a lot. There's going to be Four of Swords at the base of this. It's going to be retreat a little bit. Let's take a pause. This could be illness, sickness. We also have the King of Pentacles, which goes along with that. Oh, sorry. Hermit, isolation, shedding a little light in the dark area. And we get celebration of sorts. This can go both ways. This can be a false celebration too. So I think what we're going to get from the Secret Service, from this guy, from the investigations that are coming out with this queen here, it's not legal. It's just information coming out of this cup. But you've got the moon energy, you've got the high priest energy, and the final outcome, you have the illusion delusion. So we're not really sure that we're going to be getting the whole truth. However, we will be getting some. We will be getting some. It will be a little celebration. And I think it's going to be about the King of Money, which is Mr. Pumpkinhead. Okay. I think I'm going to end it there. My wife has some honeydews for me. And I better go do them. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'll be in honey doo doo. And that ain't no good. All right. Should I go one card to say see ya? One card to say see ya? Where's, oh my gosh. We are going to use Mystical Shaman Oracle to say see you. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday for those who watch. All right. So for whatever your situation is right now, whatever you're feeling, this energy is to help us. This card energy is going to be to help us stay in the light, whatever that is. For me, it's to let go of this politics and this BS day to day. It will work itself out. It's just, I feel so sorry for these vets that are struggling. I got friends that are struggling. They need all the help they can get. People go, oh yeah, that guy's crazy. Well, you try sucking on Agent Orange and not be crazy. You go try breathing a toxic pit for days and not be crazy. Anyway, feel so badly. So whatever this card is, it will help us stay in the light, stay in a positive attitude so that we can affect positive change. And the card is the child. The child. What's this say to you? The child. To me, it says, get off this camera and go play. But I got a honeydew to do. So, well, play doing the honeydew. Have fun. It reminds us to go back to a simpler time, to go back to innocence, to, and it's mainly play. It's imagine the world that we want to bring into focus, not focus on the crap that keeps presenting itself. Child. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.